Hello, today we're going to be reviewing how to add a CD player to your new 2018 or 2019 vehicles. Now, we've found in our travels and research that a lot of vehicles for 2018 and 19 had the CD player deleted. And the reason for this is the manufacturers believed that smartphone has taken over the path of audio media. And in most cases, that's true. However, I have found in some of the vehicles that I've purchased or had interest in, myself personally, I don't have too much media or music on my smartphone. I use it strictly for work. And to take the time to compress my CD collection of roughly 200 discs onto my smartphone, I just don't have that type of time to spare. So I found this piece to be very attractive, and I wanted to give it a review and do a quick installation on how I added it to the vehicle. Now, the vehicle I happen to be in today is a 2019 Jaguar I-Pace, and as you can see, there is no CD player to be found. This is actually just an empty slot. It's the separation of the dash and the air conditioning controls. There is no CD player. So we're going to go ahead and proceed and add the CD player. Now, we found a manufacturer out of California who did produce two versions. And the versions are based on compatibility of specific vehicles. So you do want to get a copy of their application chart in order to be able to tell which vehicle your system works with first. Now, I've already taken the CD player out of its casing here, and you're going to find just some very basic kit contents here. Now, obviously, one of the first things, this is the double stick tape pad. You're going to find in looking at the CD player once I take it out here, it's a very small unit, relatively lightweight. The system installs incredibly simple. As you can see on the back right here, the CD player simply connects via USB, and that USB port can connect right into one of the center console USB plugs here. But before I do that, I'm just going to finish up the review of the kit contents. One additional thing they provide is a USB extension cable. Now, it is important to know that these extension cables don't necessarily work on every vehicle. And the reason is the manufacturer couldn't control the specific lengths of USB cables in the vehicles. Some manufacturers have a USB connection here in the center console, where the primary connection is up here in the dash. And this entire path of cabling here becomes a path of resistance. When you extend the cable with the USB extension, you increase that resistance, which can cause some erratic side effects with the CD player we found. So in this particular demonstration, we're going to do it without the extension cable. And the manufacturer was nice enough to put a small notification in the box as soon as you open it, stating that you want to confirm operation of the system before utilizing the extension cable. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the CD player. Now, the player that I have here is what they call a version 2. So this is the second version of CD player, and we're going to test for compatibility in this right now. We're going to go ahead and plug this piece in. Now, as I'm doing this, I wanted to explain the benefit of this CD player, and what makes it so great is they actually built a USB emulator inside the player. That means that your radio is going to recognize the CD player as a universal media stick with music on it. So you will have full sound through your USB, but you'll also have complete controllability as well, which I thought was pretty great, considering I didn't want to have to keep reaching into my glove box to work with my music or to change my music. So for the sake of the demonstration, I'm just going to put the CD player right here on the cup holder center console. We're going to go ahead and insert one of my favorite CDs, Aerosmith. I don't think you can go wrong with Steven Tyler. So we're going to go ahead and go over to the radio itself. And in looking on the radio, there's a variety of different options. We're going to go ahead and push media here. I'm going to turn the volume down for a second. And we're going to go ahead and zoom in on the source button there. Now, when I push the source button, I have a variety of different functions, as you can see, but the one I'm interested in is USB. And the unit immediately is defined as USB audio. So we're going to go ahead and push that. And when I push it, the user interface turns on. And in turning on, as you can see, there are 9 songs on the CD. I have 9 songs available to be able to scroll through and listen to, and the unit seems to be recognizing right away. So we're going to go ahead and turn up some audio here so we can listen to it. Then you have all of your functions. If I want to go to the next song, no problem, next song. If I want to scan through the music, let's go ahead and hit the slider there. Jumping over to 2 minutes and 34 seconds. If I want to go backwards again. So this is fantastic. I get my CD player function back by simply taking 5 minutes to connect the player that they've provided directly into the center console. Now, if you look at the size of the player, it is relatively small. I don't have a very large hand, and obviously you can see it fits within the general size of my hand. I can take the CD player, and with a double stick tape pad, I can put it vertically inside the center console here, as you can see, and it seems to fit incredibly well. In some cases, there's room under the seat or room up under the dash. You can find a general location for the player to work, it would seem, without a problem.